A warm welcome to this edition of The Morning Call. You can follow these conversations using the hashtag The Morning Call. Now, Zambia's President Edgar Lungu was re-elected to office with a vote count of 50.35% above the 50% threshold needed to avoid a runoff. Now, the opposition have cried foul with Lungu's arch-rival Hakainde Hichilema, saying that the vote process was a sham and did not reflect the will of the people.
His main rival, Hakainde Hichilema, came in at second place with 47.6% of the vote, denouncing the slowness in the counting process and accused the ruling party of trying to rig the results. The electoral campaigns were marred with tensions in a country that has enjoyed relative political stability. The recent months saw supporters of the two candidates clash in several incidents. According to the country's Election Information Center, at least 3 people were killed.
Hundreds of people converged in Lusaka to celebrate the victory of President Edgar Lungu, who was re-elected in Thursday's presidential election. He polled 50.3% of votes and 100,000 votes more to narrowly obtain the absolute majority needed to avoid a runoff, according to the Electoral Commission. I'm so excited because at first people never thought that this man can make it. But you know, this man is a humble man. No wonder we love him.
I am happy because he has made it, because I've got trust in him. And I know he is going to do it further than he has done it now.
His main opponent, Hakainde Hichilema, has vowed to contest the result in court, citing fraud and rigging.
The court has given us leave to commence the judicial process. This matter will be heard on Wednesday in the morning. Concurrently, we have commenced a petition against the result of the presidency.
Security has been beefed up in the capital, Lusaka, to avert any eventualities.
Now, joining us is Dr. Alex Ngoma in the capital, Lusaka. Dr. Ngoma, does the opposition have a strong case against the Electoral Commission and the ruling party accusing collusion and rigging of these elections?
Those allegations have actually been in the air for quite some time now. The very same lawyer of theirs initially claimed that there was a person that was caught voting 6 times. But you see, in our system, it is not possible for a person to vote 6 times. The lawyer has actually been asked to produce evidence on the same issue. So let's just wait and see. Let's give them the benefit of doubt and see what they do about this case. Not necessarily that there's some kind of collusion between the party in government and the Electoral Commission of Zambia. Not only in Zambia, but all over the world, we've seen that.
Now, the observer mission in the country, including the European Union, said that the state media was a little bit biased and did not give coverage to all parties that contested. What could have accounted for this in the country?
Yes, indeed, that is actually very, very correct. But then again, there are several theories that explain that sort of situation. The opposition was not covered adequately. Nobody can deny that. It's on paper. But you see, the explanations are many. Every time the reporters try to approach them and talk to them, they actually harass them. They throw stones at them. So that is one reason why reporters from the national broadcasters actually tended to stay away from the rallies organized by the opposition political parties. But at the same time, it is also true to say that maybe there was this invisible hand somewhere manipulating the activities of the broadcaster in the favor of the party in the government and against the opposition. That cannot be denied. It's completely true. Now, what I don't know is whether that would then be sufficient evidence to take to court and say, for instance, the election results must be nullified on that account. I am not sure about that.
Well, despite these hitches, Dr. Alex, how would you describe the whole electoral progress in the country?
First of all, Zambia's democracy is actually growing towards being consolidated because it appears that we have yet again a smooth handover of power. You know, this way we are not actually transferring from one party to another. So Zambia's democracy is definitely growing. What is important now at this stage is actually the reaction of political candidates, whether they will concede defeat, you know, and allow the nation to go forward, or they will hold the nation to ransom and begin to make demands here and there. That's what we have to wait and see.
That was Professor Alex Ngoma in Lusaka, Zambia.